Yo, listen bro, no war will ever have as much aura as the Trojan War had. And literally, half of that aura comes straight from the man himself, Achilles. Yo, this the type of aura you feel from miles away and just be giving you goosebumps. You know what I'm trying to say? And when they made a movie about it, the showcase of aura did not disappoint. Well, in the case of Achilles at least. Like, casting Brad Pitt was the perfect casting at the time. He himself was just walking with aura, and he honestly just fits the character perfectly. So great casting. Anyways, bro, like even when they said his name in the movie, you just felt the respect, the fear, the straight glaze for this man. And I'm with it. So look, the whole army is posted up, ready to fight, and this dude is back at his tent, sleeping with two women. Nobody questioning it, just shows how much fear and respect people have for this man. And he does not care who you are, what you are, how you are, it don't matter. He insults a whole child who was just looking out for him. Like, imagine you're trying to look out for your idol, your hero, by saying that you're gonna fight the biggest man I've ever seen. And I wouldn't want to fight him. And he just looks at you and says, that's why no one will remember your name. Like, brother, he's a child. But like I said, he don't care. And speaking of not caring, he doesn't even care about the fight they woke him up for. But you know, if there's an opportunity to aura form, you know Achilles will be there. And for some reason, this quote-unquote king decides to insult the one man that can save them from this situation. And it's funny, because this literally shows how much Achilles does not care about this. He literally tells the king to fight the guy himself, knowing that he's 100% gonna lose. But he doesn't care. He just wants to aura farm. But after some slight convincing, Achilles turns back around and one hits the other dude, and then just stands there from the other army with straight aura. And this isn't the end of it, because later on, the Greeks decide to attack Troy because a prince of Troy and the wife of the king's brother of the Greeks fell in love, and then the prince took her away from her kingdom, and the Greeks did not like this. But before they attacked, there was a one-on-one fight between the prince and the brother of the king. And long story short, the prince cannot fight to save his life, literally. So his brother, whose name is Hector, who is also a very respected warrior, kills the other king's brother. And after this was when the Greeks attacked. But anyways, when Achilles and his boys pulled up, standing on business, you can just tell that he was different. That he wasn't a regular warrior. This dude was him. Bro was moving with such elegance that the men he was attacking just looked like cones and dummies. Like it looked so effortless for him. And this wasn't enough aura that he wanted to farm. When Hector pulled up to confront Achilles, Achilles knew that there was an opportunity to farm aura. So he threw a spear at one of Hector's men as a warning shot, but we know it was strictly for aura purposes. And even after this, Achilles didn't even want to fight Hector at that moment, because he knew that there would be another opportunity for him to kill him, but with just more aura. He even said, why fight you here when there's no one here to see you fall? You know, Hector did not like this philosophy, saying that Achilles looks at war as a game and he shouldn't, because wives wait at Troy's gates for husbands they'll never see again. And like I said in the beginning of the video, Achilles does not care. In fact, he makes a joke out of it, a cold one too. He says, perhaps your brother can comfort them. I heard he's good with charming other men's wives. Nah, you gotta give it to him, that was smooth. But anyways, after that confrontation, we go back to Achilles' tent, where there's a girl in there who was Hector's cousin, by the way. The other guys kidnapped her when they attacked and thought Achilles would like her or something. I don't know, man, it's messed up, I don't like it. But you know, Achilles, he went straight to farm aura in front of her. And I'm telling you, any opportunity he gets to farm aura, he will take it. But anyways, they end up falling in love in a way, low-key. But you know, this makes Achilles decide that he's farmed enough aura and it's time to head back home. And even after the men of Troy attacked him that night, he still doesn't want to fight. I guess he's a man of his word. But this gives his cousin an opportunity to take Achilles' armor and gear behind his back and fight for the Greeks. But everyone at that time thought that he was Achilles because of the armor, so no one questioned it. But after Hector kills him, it was done. Everyone knew what was about to happen. Achilles confronts Hector by himself, standing there with straight aura in front of Troy's gates, yelling his name so that he can come out. And Hector knew he was done for, so he made his goodbyes and he came out. Achilles takes off his helmet and tells Hector, so you know who you're fighting now. We are witnessing the coldest dude in mythology. After, you know, killing Hector in front of everyone watching, which is something Achilles said he wanted to do earlier, he drags his body in front of everyone watching back to the tent. You know this man's aura gives everyone chills in that kingdom. But anyways, you know the story. Achilles does end up dying from an arrow shot in the tendon above his heel by the prince that fell in love with the wife of the brother's king. But that didn't stop his aura from transcending time to the point where we named that tendon he was shot at the Achilles tendon. And we know the lore behind it and the metaphor it represents. Google does a great job explaining it. The Achilles heel is a weakness or a vulnerable point. Imagine having so much aura that the spot you were hit with an arrow was named after you, and that name becomes a metaphor to emphasize a great weakness. You just love to see it. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. The 3 of you guys that watched it. It's my first video, so let me know what you want to see and how I can improve and whatnot. I'm trying to get better at this, and so any advice would mean a lot, and I would be extremely thankful for it and grateful. So that's pretty much it, man. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.